ranking every single winter wildcard. And there's a lot of them. As per usual, we have broken rank 1 foot champs debatable in the pine. I'm not gonna hold you up, and EA's done a madness. We got Buffon tearing it up in the middies. We've got players coming out of retirement like Santi Cazorla and Juan Mata. If you know, then you know. And Onana is doing skill moves and scoring finesse shots. If you have questions, I have answers. Put them in the comment section. Abdul Hamid, don't sleep on him. Plenty of new versatility. The links are going to be the questions. Went from a 78, now we're up to an 87. That said, 93 pace for a center back. I'm buying into that packaging. I'm still a sweat at the end of the day. We don't need them. Sorry, no disrespect. Just there's a lot of options here. Probably add some more categories. If you're new to the tiers, it is free to subscribe. Bernardo Silva, and a bit of a specialist, it has to be said. But the movement and the dribbling and the touches, it has a uniqueness. Chef's kiss of goodness. But he's not a true winger. I don't love him as a center mid. He almost has to be some sort of floating, center attacking, number 10-esque role. And if you can bring that together, you're going to like him for the weekend. He just might not be for everyone. That's my disclaimer. I'm not bought in on the German. Price is right. We'll go debatable. Jared Bowen. This was quite the upgrade. Bit of a West Ham legend. I'm not a West Ham supporter, but tell me I'm wrong. And every single play style within dribbling. First instinct saying foot champs. It's a surprise to yours truly as well. Mr. Heel, and this is gonna be a theme, maybe some light foreshadowing. EA gave out 99s to multiple items, but they didn't give them the proper play styles to match. How can you have 99 shooting and I got nothing that's on that plus? I need some yellows, I need some golds. Not there, and for that reason, I'm going debatable. Jude Bellingham, still missing some sauce. We've got the free item that everyone got gifted at the 89. Just stick to that for now. I would not recommend completing the SBC, but he's still good enough for the weekend. I'm not gonna take that away from him, nor should I. I'm just surprised that as a cover star, he's not been better. And if you like the office setup and you agree that it's sounding and looking just beautifully, it's linked down below. Everything is Elgato. Buffon. I'm having fun. I'm enjoying this item. I don't know that we needed it or we asked for it. And he can play as a holding, box-to-box, even a center attacking mid. And he should be incorporated in some way. Why not? Campos. Did not like him as a goalkeeper at all. Instant pine, so undersized. I don't know if I'm in love with him as an attacker, but he's more usable, definitely more viable, more of an asset. Comes with the power shot packaging. Maybe I'm talking my way into an upgrade. I don't know. I'll leave that here for now. Carlos Puyol. And don't come after me. I'm not a Barcelona supporter, but I was there for the entirety of that era. Carlos Puyol would give you all that he had, no questions asked. He was there. He has not been translating to success. You can use this item. I don't want that misconstrued, but there are better midfielders. King Kenny Dalglish will take the 88 first into rank 1, coming with finesse shot and pinged pass and a 5-star weak foot. You can definitely do some business with the baby version of King Kenny. With the 93, the price tag is gonna be hefty, should not be a surprise. Also our first, no debate, clear cut, double fried the French fries, put them into broken. Danilo, the Brazilian. Make that happen. You won't be disappointed. Foot champs. David. We're going back-to-back Brazilians. This is my type of player, my type of winger. 5-star skills, 5-star weak foot. Easy on the eyes, plenty of flair. Give me moments of ingenuity. Georgians have the craziest names. Even with this upgrade from 72 to 86, and is in form at an 80 or even the 84. Neither were needle movers, and this isn't necessarily going to be different, respectfully. David De Gea, just because he's back, instant foot champs. Diaby, 99 pace. He's a little bit of an upgraded version of his previous self, but I feel, and I might stand alone, that he's been on the decline. We've experienced the pace, but he hasn't built into a broader human being on the virtual pitch. He's not that balanced, but he's still so dangerous. I'm struggling to not have him in rank 1 just based on the fact that he can beat you so quickly, and you have to respect it, even without being well-rounded. Dorsoon, the doorknob. I'm not playing 5'6", 5'7", or 5'8" center backs. And hear me out. We've seen upgrades with stats and key play styles. I just feel if you're looking for a meta performance, you want to maximize your results, you can get two big, brawly center backs that have the pace and the proper play styles, and they're not going to cost you an arm or a leg in most circumstances. This is the reality of FC 25. So if we're just going for wins, that's a pickup you can make. Hear me out. People aren't using them. I understand, but the 5-star skills, the 5-star weak foot, 5 out of 6 ball control is going debatable for me. For Lon, I would highly recommend the SBC. His positioning this year in particular, he's just got that essence, that know-how. There's something natural about the space that he finds and being in the right place at the right time. And you might counter-argue, isn't that what strikers are supposed to do? For sure, but plenty of them don't in FC 25. Freddie, EA. What are we doing? 99 passing, no passing play styles. So you've got yourself the ultimate responsive dribbler, a Brazilian Conte if you like. But to be crystal clear, you are not receiving anywhere near max benefits with passing if you have the stats but not the play styles. Vanessa Gills, and I'm happy to go on record as a hater. I just don't understand the undersized center back in almost any scenario with how this game works and the availability that I have with competitive options. Mia Hamm, if you can somehow muster up the cash flow for the 94 you have broken, I'm going to take the 89 to broken as well. Maybe we'll do a little bit of division or dividing. Mia Hamm is the real deal. Absolute GOAT status. I'm so happy that EA introduced not only women, but giving Mia Hamm her due. Our biggest moments as an American and success around soccer has always been the U.S. women's national team, and Mia Hamm led that era. It was beautiful. David with the hench coat. That man holds down a back line. He has every defensive play style. I'm tempted to have him not only outside of debatable, but in foot champs. I'm working my way upwards. I'll leave him in debatable for now, but I want better. Hudson Odoi. And nobody predicted what's happening in Nottingham Forest. Gotta be said. Jesus Navas. We're talking the Spanish Jesus. I've got him in foot champs. It's not a bad value if you're going that route from an SBC perspective. He's going to be an attacking fullback. He's not a big body. He's built lean and mean, but it does come together nicely, and I do feel a certain give and take. There is a rapport with the relationship. Juan Mata, he's back. 99 dribbling with a Trickster Plus, but still a bit of a specific case, not only from links, but inclusion across your squad. But if you have that specialist, a particular role, here he is. I'm happy that he's back. Big Vincent, something's been missing this year. I'm still thinking rank 1, leaning on rank 1, talking my way into rank 1, but he hasn't been as good. He hasn't been as prominent. Can't necessarily put a finger on it. He just doesn't have that dominant effect or that domino effect, that leadership quality we've been used to. Dirk Kuyt, I don't think you're going to need him either of the versions. A lot of stats, but I'm not seeing him included. I'm not playing against him a lot. He's an all-arounder. If anything, maybe he's coming off the bench, giving you some utility work as you flex between different formations and positions accordingly. Frank Lampard, the man that could score with the best of them as a center attacking mid, has lost power shot and been replaced with relentless. I don't like it. It does not make sense. Does not line up. EA could have done better with this SBC. I'll just leave that here. Laporte, and this could be a crazy take, but play styles matter this much. He has nothing. I don't think you can commit to that. I wouldn't recommend it. The stats don't stat the same way if you don't have the other essentials. You're Bob the Builder, but you're missing key tools. This 99, that is not legitimate. Just calling it how I see it. Mano, not the rapper from New York City, if you know, but he will put hands on you. He's got that type of reputation. I'm not sure why he's so affordable. This is quality discount shopping, upgrades everywhere. Give the youngsters some burn. Makalele, I'm a big fan. You know what you're buying. The pickups that you're making when it comes to Makalele, you're getting yourself a quality stopper or a holding mid. That defense first, interactive, engaging menace in the middies. He's gonna be a nuisance. If you'd like to try out a new fullback, this could work for your weekend league. Brentford Brian making moves. McManaman, put some respect on his name, and I like both versions. We're taking the 99 pace into foot champs, and then the all-arounder. Whether you use them in some sort of setup as a midfielder or a winger, or you take them back as a fullback, you're not getting greens like these. Beth Mead, she has crazy ball control. Pause. Maybe that's not the best way to describe her, but she has every play style within the ball control. I'm a fan. What can I say? At least foot champs. I think she's kind of slept on. I'll leave that here. Melito is game changing. I never thought I'd say it, but now as a center back, he has elusiveness, physicality, key play styles with both anticipate plus and power header. I think he has to be here. Dare I say it?
Several days later.
But Melito, whew, get him out. Get him out. Mitrovic, also maybe even more natural as a center back than when he's playing up top. I'm going debatable for now, but you should try him. Don't shame him until you put him into motion. Neymar, we'll start with the center attacking midfielder, the 99 dribbling. You're not getting better responsiveness. The problem is the connection with your gameplay might still be a struggle. At least I'm running into that every single day. So we're going to take that version of rank 1 and then the boosted 91 up front, up top. But who are we kidding? They both have to be here. I don't think I can get used to Onana with finesse and skills, but here he is. Openda, I still don't love him. This could be a hot take. It's not just the passing, but his movement isn't sticky. I don't find the move, groove, fluidity, rhythmic flow, natural attacker being able to create. I'm missing some chapters if I'm reading the book, and that's just my opinion. I'm working too hard. Cole Palmer. Wow, what an SBC. Are you shivering? It's getting cold. Technical dribbling with that R1, plenty of separation, overpowered nature, just filth. Disgusting in the best of ways at Chelsea. Prince with a significant upgrade. Some of you might even have her a little higher. I'm going foot champs for now. Rafa. I'm not talking Benitez. I don't know if this item moves the needle enough. I'd actually not be upset if you even had him lower than debatable, but we'll lean this way for now. Rudiger, one of the best center backs in the game. I wish he was a little more of a healthy upgrade. Give him a little more spark, sizzling. Little lightning. We're not talking Pikachu or Pokemon, and he's coming with the bruise. I was gonna say bruise clues off of Blues Clues. Dad jokes all over the place. Rivaldo. Now we got the skills, the weak foot, double play style in action, technical, acrobatic, gives you some different animation. It's not going to max out or be first choice on the ballot, but the fact that the other improvements happen, rank 1. Rolfo, I'm a bit conflicted. And for ladies out wide this year on the defensive end, something has been missing. It's not just me. I don't see a bunch of them being used, from the Karchawi to the Bacha to the Rolfo. The rotations are down. There's no doubt she's good enough for the weekend, but if anything, I'm going to focus on the midfield variation and take her up to rank 1. Santi Cazorla, and I want this to work. If you remember the FIFA 12, 13, 14, that era, Arsenal Santi, wow, just magnificent. Silky, early adopter, a maestro in the middies, before even all the heavy upgrades. Sawa, they both got to go straight to the top. Pick your poison between play styles. That's up to you. Alex Scott, similar, but they're going to foot champs. I don't know why she's not talked about more or not used more. If you actually put her into motion, and this is one of those items where you get the left back that's left-footed, or you get the right back that's right-footed, easy to adapt and easy to use and implement into squad. And this is coming after I did a deep dive or a digest about how ladies out wide haven't been as dominant. Alex Scott could be an exception. Shevchenko is tricky. He's good enough for the weekend, but he's not a provider. He's not really a true dribbler or a move and a glide. He doesn't have that type of feel when you use him up front, but if you get him into position, dangerous. And he's still fast enough to get on the back end of a through ball, or if you get him into even the final third, he can beat a man. He's just not gonna beat multiples. I'm still taking him to the weekend. Sule! I have seen this guy play in person, and it's hard to believe. His movement is so slow, but at the own pace of the game, he has a certain cadence. He almost looks like he's not trying, but I'm sure there's plenty of effort, a lot of positioning. Now you have the boosted stats. He's 6'5". I wouldn't be surprised you can make something work. I don't want to get into a bunch of hypotheticals and projections, but I got him in the debate. Sophia Smith, problem child up front. Well, problem adult. Would highly recommend either version up to you, whether you're making the pickup or you got a pack luck situation. She's a green lit, green light, always on go, goal scoring machine. And it's going to be a preference between playstyle. For most of us, you would prefer power shot over rapid. I think that's the consensus. Solskjaer is making a bit of a return to the good. Sonaldo, the best finesse shot that I've come across. Both versions initially at least would be broken. You should go after the striker just because I'd prefer the 5-star weak foot over the 5-star skills because he can unleash from anywhere, everywhere, always in range when it comes to Sun and that finesse shot, which is game changing. That's part of the investment. It shifts the way that you play, and it also makes your opponent have to pivot, have to adapt. You know what he's capable of. Sorloff is an ingredient to some broken behavior. At least foot champs. You see the 99 physical. He has every playstyle in that category. Not perfect yet. He's not as overpowered as he once was with his introduction in past installments, but he's joining in. Nope. That's going to the pine, respectfully. Carlos Tevez is what I'm talking about. Needed an upgrade. He's got the upgrade. I've got him in rank 1. True to the goodness. We're continuing the trend with undersized center backs. I think she's maybe 5'5" or 5'6". I can't make it work. Vidic, I believe he deserves way more respect. I don't know if the upgrade was enough to stay on pace. Still one of the most physical players and defensive stat-wise, old school, gritty, what you would expect from the Serbian. I might have talked my way into him being in rank 1. Personally, I would prefer Vidic to Company, and that could be a hot take. Vitinha, cool for the weekend. Again, similar with the Portuguese. Bit of a specialist, not really a holding mid, but he is an asset on the pitch. Florian Wirtz. I'm going to take the natural cam over the center mid, but I'm not upset if you took them in the same category or if you said they both deserve to be considered. Maybe that's where I should lead off. They're different styles of players, whether you want a true attacking mid, more of a box-to-box, the key connector for Bayer Leverkusen's success story. And I'm leaning up, not leaning down. Zé Roberto, and the price tag is so cheap. I sort of want him broken. I've used every version of Zé Roberto, and I'm with it. I'm on board with this, and it's a good player to transition into the review. For the sake of time, I'm not moving the pine. You could argue many of them going up to at least the debatable. The same with this category if you want to take them down or up. It's very much so possible. And I'm comparing these players against each other. I want that clear on record. This could get a little crazy. I've got top 5, extra broken, and now we're going to divvy up. Mia Hamm is most definitely joining that top 5. I'm going to take the 89 to extra broken, clear as day or dark as night, and I'm not getting that saying proper. King Kenny is most likely moving even more, but let me work through this. Center attacking mid Neymar, extra broken, the striker, top 5. Striker Sophia is going to get the nudge, 5-star weak foot, power shot, first touch. That's a combination. Big timer Sonaldo with the finesse and the 5-star weak foot. The discomfort that he causes just being in the lineup. Zé Roberto is going into broken. I feel as if King Kenny should also be moved up with the 88. I'm taking Rolfo in all my squads. Center mid variation with long ball pass and a 5-star weak foot. That holds up. Rivaldo is handing out bags, not on Canal Street. Not sure if this is a hot take, but Cole Palmer's joining, Rudiger's joining. I feel okay with that. I feel good with that. Let me track back down to foot champs. Leaves me room for Buffon going into rank 1. Rolfo out wide. That's good with me. As expected, most of these players are at least foot champs or better. As we're cooking into that top 5, King Kenny, I'd like him to be there. And the Neymar finesses. We'll pull up both versions of Salwa, your preference on the weak foot or the skill moves. I'll leave a gap for Sophia Smith, and I'll leave a gap for Sonaldo. That's where I'm closing up. Those are the final tiers. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I will get back to everyone. We can go back and forth. Keep it respectable. We're closing out the year. Heading into 2025 with good vibes. A lot of optimism in the air. As always, we'll have a lot more content coming out ASAP.